Excuse me. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my Twisted Life of TV. I am Poetry. You are here for a recap and review of Married at First Sight, Season 14, Episode 5. It's not a sure thing. We are on the honeymoon, y'all. And I hate to say it, I was right about Lindsay when I did the casting special, or the matchmaking special. I was right about Alyssa when I did the matchmaking special. I was even right about Lindsay when I said she's going to be the first one to have sex. I was even right about that. I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it because I'm only wrong 2.3456% of the time. Okay? Michael and Jasmina. I was right about them as well. Elijah, it's coming. Watch, y'all gonna see. If you've never been here to the channel before, like, comment, share, and subscribe, as I always ask on every video. There is no posting schedule, so you need to turn your notifications so you can know when that video is gonna drop in your inbox. What else we got? I take my notes as I'm reviewing the show. Sometimes I may make an error and I will correct myself in my own video, so watch all the way through, and that way you may not have to tell me in the comment section. And sometimes during the course of the video, I may throw out a the random ass question, and you may win free stuff from my emoji vault. We've already had 2 winners. One of them won a TV and one of them won a camera, but emoji style from the emoji vault. So if you want to be part of the fun, watch the whole video. You never know when I'm gonna drop it. This shit be coming random to me. You can just pop it up in my head when I do it. So you know, okay, so the show was kept hinting at the fact that Lindsay may be an alcoholic, right? She acts like it most of the time. We find out that the day that they got to Puerto Rico, when she got into the disagreement with O and Katina, that she had drunk 3 bottles of wine. I don't know if it was Mad Dog 2020 or some Ripple. And my dog's barking. He gonna start barking right when I'm doing this video. This is my 4th time starting this video over, so I'm not gonna start it over again. Y'all just gonna get them dog barks. Y'all gonna get them dog barks until the person picking up our trash, I know that's what it is, he picks up our trash and goes on the merry little way, and he starts barking. Wait for it. Okay, he done. Alright, so it threw off my whole little skit. I was saying, I don't know what kind of wine she drinking. You know, I know the Mad Dog 2020 used to make people mad. And then we had that Ripple on Sale for the Sun. And sometimes, you know, that made him a little crazy too. But it got her feeling brave. It had her feeling real brave, a little bit combative, and now victimized. All at the same damn time. When she was the antagonizer. That is the perfect example of a Karen. So you may see a lot of YouTubers right here calling her Karen. Somebody who instigates a situation and then blames it on the black person. That's a Karen. Somebody who creates a situation when there's no drama even to be had, and all of a sudden you crying. And I'm in this particular situation though, I get to call Alyssa one too, even though Chris ain't black. But yeah, she's acting like a Karen too. She's acting like somebody did something to her when she's the one who's being the antagonizing bitch. Okay, anywho, the first thing that Lindsay wants to do in Puerto Rico is go have drinks with her husband, pina coladas. And Mark is like, no, we do not need a repeat of day 1. And that's when we found out from him that she had 3 bottles of wine. Okay. She's in denial that liquor is a factor. And he was like, girl, you had 3 bottles of wine. And she was like, oh, so I shouldn't do that again? No, ma'am, Pam. Because that's when you get a little loopy in the brain. Michael, what you doing, bro? What you doing? I knew y'all was going to have issues. I said that y'all were going to have issues in the beginning, but I said y'all going to come back together because y'all still my favorite couple. But why are you creating problems that's not even there? Are you trying to sabotage this marriage? Now, I think that Jasmina is definitely holding your sister's words in the back of her mind. I really do. But you giving her pause to do so, right? Because let you tell it, you just knew a fight was going to break out. Because you always expecting the worst, right? Jasmina said that she didn't expect that because this is her honeymoon. She just only looking for the good times, right? Why would I be sitting here worried about what's going to go wrong with these other couples? That's not a thought on my mind. My mind is saying, I'm finna be here with my new husband. We finna have a good doggone time in Puerto Rico, in Borica. You know what I'm saying? Michael thinks that she's illogical to think that something's not going to go wrong. It's not that she's not thinking something's going wrong. It's not a priority for her. It's not a thought on her mind. That's not the first thing she think about. She think about all the good times she can have. You sit here and think about, it's going to be a fight. Somebody going to jump off. I already know. So, let me tell you what she was thinking, Michael. You already thinking that something is going to fail, okay? So, it's impossible for you to live in the moment. And she actually says this to him later on in the episode, right? Even now, he's sitting here saying, the wedding, which was 2 days ago, she has been distant since the wedding. Me and Jasmina looking at him like, how, Sway? She shoots him, then no, I haven't been distant. I don't know where you got that from. Mike, you need to get out your own way. Get out of your own way. Your sisters told us about this. You're overthinking it. He said the same thing. Yeah, my sisters told me that. You're right. I may be overthinking it. I'm looking for something to be wrong when it truly ain't. And it's not because I don't know. He just says that's a logical way of thinking, to always look at the glass half empty instead of half full. That's his way of thinking, right? Which one is that, y'all? The pessimist, the optimist, the one that looks at it half full, and the pessimist thinks of it half empty, something like that. Okay. Well, Michael was the person. He not worried about the glass being half empty or half full. He like, I knew somebody was gonna give us a broken glass. I knew it. That's how Michael is. He goes to the extreme level of it and shit. Okay, so like I said, he need to get out of his own way. But Jasmine tell him, look here, this is gonna cause us a problem. It's gonna be because you overthinking all the time, looking for something to be wrong. If you keep this up, there is gonna be something wrong. There will be a problem. He's saying he's trying so hard to do everything right in this relationship and make sure he don't fuck things up like he's done in the bad past. So it is true, he is overthinking it. He's trying to calculate every move, okay? Michael, let go and let God. Let go and let God. You know, because you're going to feel the wrath of a woman. You're going to feel hell's fury if she get fed up. You don't want that to happen, bro. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. Alyssa, girl, bye. I'm so over her. I am so over Alyssa. I just wanted to wake up next to my husband, but that's not going to happen. Whose fault is that? That's your fault. I keep trying to figure out why me? Why is this happening to me? I didn't ask for this. Girl, shut up. Shut up and get the hell off my damn TV screen. That's how I'm feeling about you right here. Look here. I said I was glad that Chris was saying something to her about the last episode. We know that production put him up to it. Production forced him and said, go ahead and ride this out with the evil spawn, just for ratings, for us. The experts and the production should be ashamed of themselves, right? The experts should be already intervening at this point. But no, they gonna let this whole honeymoon go downhill until about the 4th or the 5th day, or however many days they on the honeymoon, and then you'll get Professor Cal calling them up like, I think we need to talk. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. But she's like, he's still like, this is not what I was expecting this to be. She thinks I'm disrespecting her, but she's mistaken, disagreement for disrespect. No, she's not. And she is not mistaken disagreement for disrespect. You disrespected her just from being you, just from being born. You were disrespecting her. How dare you think that you are worthy to call yourself her husband? That is the utter disrespect. Ain't no disagreement. There hasn't been no disagreement. His gullible ass still thinking there may be a chance. Look here, I used to feel sorry for Chris. At first I was like, she just running amok over him, right? But you could be adult enough to say that you don't want to just go with the flow just because. I have no sorrow for you. I'm not sorry for you at all. You choosing to be in his life. You choosing that. So knowing Steve, his cheap ass. Look here. Steve is living the life right now. He getting free rent. He getting free food. He getting free trips with a beautiful lady by his side for the next 10 weeks. He has no desire to live in a way that would be financially stable for a new family. Les Moore talking about having kids. Knowing mentioned that she wanted to go to the beach, and he was like, oh, that would be the life. Just wake up in a tent on the beach. Knowing like that's not the dream for me. I don't even like to camp. I like indoor plumbing, doors to lock, and a floor that ain't dirt. Okay, we are not the same. He said, I like, some campgrounds have bathrooms. All of them do, Steve. The great outdoors, if you want to be honest. It's called the woods. But that ain't the type of bathroom she talking about. As a matter of fact, a bathroom in the woods that is accessible to the public is not what Noah's talking about, right? He said, well, this is something I've always dreamed about sharing with my wife. That's it. Something ain't right with Steve's story, because he's saying that going on these adventures is a big part of his life and something that he wants to share with his wife. But you told us that you didn't even start taking these trips until you lost your job 4 months ago. And you didn't want to stay in Boston during the winter months. That's how you ended up going down to Florida, living out your fucking car. Because if you stayed in Boston, you probably would have been a damn popsicle in the fucking car. Okay? Steve does not want a traditional life. I wonder where he living, because he ain't got no lease right now. Don't believe me, Steve ain't got no lease nowhere right now. He says he's want to go ahead and camp on the beach one day, and she's like, sure, as long as it's not inside. Okay, maybe I could try glamping. Glamping is like camping, but you still have some of the amenities of a hotel. Then maybe that'd be a compromise, He can't afford that, though. He ain't got no damn job. That's what I'm saying. Katina girl, you sneaking up in the morning, putting on your face. Katina goes to bed and wakes up with a full face of makeup on. I know a lot of people that's like that don't want their husbands to see them not fully made up, so they would get up in the morning and put their makeup on and get back in the bed and wake up next to them. That's what Katina's doing. That's what Katina's doing. He like, she naturally looks beautiful in the morning. Bro, ain't nothing natural about her face. She caked on makeup, right? She got it painted on. Maybe from natural ingredients, maybe that's what her makeup is made out of, but she is never ever sporting a fresh, natural face. Never. She gets out the shower, full makeup on. Apparently his cuddle game ain't getting no better. It still ain't on point. They woke up in each other's arms, but during the night he pulls away from her, right? He's so used to not being real intimate with people. He's like the hit it and quit it type of person. So this is going to be taking some getting used to. That's all it is. It's going to take some getting used to. He probably never slept at a woman's house overnight. Anyway, he always want to duck and run because he thinks that's what a player is supposed to do. Anyway. And she was like, well, you sweat anyway. You sweat like a doggone pig. And I was like, girl, why are you complaining? He like, well, once he get him some sex, it won't be an issue. She like, yes it will. Don't you realize how much you drip? If you sweat like that in your sleep, trust me, when you go bang it out, you're gonna be a dripping water all on her face, and she gonna be mad as hell because it's gonna be ruining her damn makeup. I'm just saying, making her makeup and her weave gonna be fucked up. And so I'll take some little advice: sleep with a fan on and crack the window. I don't care what time of year it is. That's what I'm saying. Or maybe he needs some Botox. She said it too. Maybe he needs some Botox or something. Anywho, Mark and Lindsay, they go on, they making the pina coladas. Pina coladas is one of my top frozen drinks. I don't drink alcohol, so mine is alcohol free. But I go to the little boba place around here, order me a pina colada milk slush. I go to the Italian icy spot, get me a pina colada flavored icy. My favorite freeze pop is a pina colada. First of all, my favorite fruit is pineapples, okay? I don't even like coconut like that, but when it's paired with a pineapple, it can't go wrong. Okay? Anyway, they touch on their past relationships. We learn that Mark, his first love, had a drinking problem. And he has been known to be a fixer. And Lindsay says she wants to be the support for him and give him the love that he has always given to other people. But I think Mark is going to start seeing that first love in Lindsay, because it was a big problem for him. You know, he was all in till the drinking kicked in, and then he said the love just started to fade away. Now, knowing Steve, they seem to be getting along just fine. So fine that he already pooping around her. And I'm like, if they ain't having sex, there's a lie. I don't know too many people that starts pooping around each other when they ain't smashing. Anyway, I wasn't conscious about that at first in my youth. I didn't until I got out of the military, and then people were telling me that they didn't shit around their man, and I was like, huh, y'all do that? We do that? So, and now I'm at the point where I'm conscious of it. Like, who gonna do it first? Usually it's the guy. Usually the guy do it first. Once the guy do it, then the woman can do it. But they still gonna teach you. They still gonna do it. Just stinking ass. They still gonna teach you. I don't care how many times they shit in front of you. But like Noy, she not gonna test her lactose intolerance right now. For me, it wasn't milk. It was grape juice. Grape juice was sitting me, y'all. I wouldn't eat certain foods just to make sure I didn't have to poop when I got around the dude. No greens, no green nothing. No gravy, especially not no peanut butter. Nope, not gonna get me. Not gonna get me, right? And I'm a regular chick. I go at least twice a day, okay? So my next boo that I'm gonna have, he's just gonna have to understand that I got to let it go. It's natural. It's natural, right? But Noy says that she is already falling in love. Girl, it's day 3. Day 3. I'm already falling. She falls in love quick. Didn't she say that her matchmaking special that she falls in love quick? No, you're not in love. Although she said that she's only been in love one time. You're not in love, honey. You're infatuated right now. You're in really, really deep light, but you're not in love. But she goes on to tell Steve that she's falling in love. And he's like, cool. Good to know, you know. I mean, I got feelings for you. But she was offended that he didn't love her back. It's day 3. You don't even know each other. And Steve was trying to say that we don't know each other yet. You don't know my flaws. You don't even know if you could deal with my flaws. What about me is it that you love? Because we haven't got to know each other yet. Anyway, Katina and O went to the gym instead of the beach. And she says she want to make sure she does things that he likes as well. But shit got real quick. Katina wasn't performing to his standards. And, you know, she was laughing and giggling. And he told her to calm down and stop acting silly. This is his element. She need to respect his space. Katina was like, what the fuck just happened? Okay, I didn't ask you to train me. We came here to enjoy activity together. Now you want to go hard in the paint, but the paint, don't trip. Don't trip, sir. No, don't trip on me. Okay, I wonder if Mike would like this. Michael's a personal trainer. A lot of personal trainers are serious about that shit. I had my friend, hey Emperor, hey. I wanted him to go walk with me because I was going to start training to build myself up to run marathons, right? Because I was a sprinter all my life. So running sprints and running marathons long distance is a totally different training style. So I wanted him to go run with me just so I can have a companion. We get like 2 seconds into the damn run, this month think he my doggone drill instructor. And I was like, I didn't ask you to train me. You're supposed to be running with me as my companion. You're supposed to be running at my pace. He like, push it. And I was like, if you don't shut the hell up. So I understood what Katina was feeling in this moment. I really did. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. What did he say? Katina wanted to, okay, she wanted to stop. You know, Katina wanted to stop. And he said, you know, if you stop, then I'm taking this ring off right now. You better not drop this away. I was like, she thinking to herself, this is exactly why I'm not opening up to this man. This nigga crazy. He crazy. He said, smile and enjoy. You better smile and enjoy it. I was like, oh, hell no. He ain't finna talk to me like that. If she wasn't going before she is now. He like, think of everything that bothers you. You know, put it into this workout. And I'm thinking, bro, you bothering her right now. This very moment, you are what's bothering her. Okay, but she didn't walk away though. She stood in there and stuck it out. Well, Chris set up a little paddleboard, and despite everything that happened to Alyssa, of course, production helped him do this because he had never paddleboarded before. Most people who ain't never paddleboarded before ain't just automatically just jump onto it, right? But he did. Alyssa said, well, I'm going to try to be the bigger person. What you mean be the bigger person? He ain't did nothing to you. The heck you talking about? She like paddleboarding, though, so that's the only reason why she going and not bitching right now. She trying to get all that she can get out of this free trip. So, no drama right now. Or production's gonna shut that shit down. And they not, girl. No, they not, because they want to see you act the fool and keep up their ratings. I don't care. I don't care how bad you act. Anyway, Chris fell off 11 times. I thought he was fronting, but he said he had fun. He made her laugh, and he thinks she a fun-loving person to be around. How you know? How you know, Chris? Chris, you lying. Your mouth is moving. That's how I know you lying. And that goofy shit and grin that you do at the end. And then he apologized to her again because he didn't want her to think that he didn't like her. And she was like, I'm just mad at the experts in my psychic. Huh? Your psychic? She said, yeah, you were supposed to have pretty eyes and an eagle tattoo. Now, I'm going to pause for the moment because normally I don't do this, but I have to do this. I watched the after party. And in the after party, we come to find out that it wasn't an eagle tattoo that she wanted. It's supposed to be a lion tattoo, like the one Steve had on his chest. But because Noi got pissed off and upset that she was talking about her tarot card reader, not her psychic said that she was supposed to have a man with a lion tattoo, she decided to change it and said an eagle tattoo. Because she had been talking about it earlier, apparently. So it seemed like she had an attraction to Steve. Okay. But anyway, he's like, I'm not going to get no tattoos anytime soon. I ain't got none on my body. And if he thought that her psychic was real, he probably would. If he believed in her psychic, I bet you Chris would go out and get that tattoo just to please her because he's a ass kisser. Okay. Anyway, Michael and Jasmina. They came on screen. You know, I breathed a deep sigh because I told you I like to see them. And said that they were going to have a rough patch. And I'm waiting on the vulnerable conversations, but I was hoping they would just have fun first. Have a Jasmina look like, look her. He think we not bonding, so what better time to do it than now? So I still like how they don't pull punches with each other, whether they're on the same page or not. They both fully express what they're thinking. Michael has dealt with a lot of death in his life. His brother, his pops, his moms, his G-Ma, a few of his friends, which makes him see the worst in everything. And Jasmina says she's the type of person that if she had it happen to her, she would be thinking life is too short. Let's live to the fullest. Stop worrying about the negative and look forward to the positive. And that's where they differ. I think I would say I'm kind of closer to Michael. I don't expect everybody else to let me down more so. I doubt myself a lot. So when things fail, I'll be like, it's always going to happen. You probably heard me say it on this channel before that if there's a percentage of something going wrong, I'm that person that is going to happen to. If it says 0.075% of people will have 2 roots in 1 tooth, I'm that person, which is true. I actually have 4 roots in this 1 tooth. The dentist was like, huh? Anyway, most people will have a baby tooth fall out and they get 1 adult tooth grow back. Nope, this same tooth with all them roots grew back in 3 times speed. I'm that percentage, you know what I'm saying? You know. Anyway, Michael is trying so hard not to be the same person that has him single in the first place that he's starting to exaggerate those negative traits in the process. But I'm glad she told him about it. It's gonna be a problem, sir. Like, dude, we married a stranger. We are literally living in the moment right now. Let's keep that momentum going. Don't overanalyze everything. So the couples are having an outing together. O said that Lindsay didn't need to apologize last episode. She sent him a DM anyway, you know. And he seemed a little bit disturbed by it because it was almost like, I told Mark to check his woman and I didn't need to talk to her. So I don't know why she did it in the first place, why she in my inbox. Anywho, why is everybody keep asking everybody, did y'all have sex? What business is that y'all's? I think it was J Dub on his channel here asking his last review. Is it a requirement for production for somebody to ask, did you consummate your marriage? Why is that anybody's business? Why are y'all so... Even Katina was like, well, you all up in their doggone business. And Mark and Lindsay, yes, they have. I told you she was gonna be the first one to crack. So anyway, the men and the women split up. Noi tell the ladies that she in love with Steve. Crickets. Everybody looking like, what the fuck did she just say? Anyway, Lindsay say that she could love Mark. She do love Mark. But she not gonna tell him. She's like, no girl, I gotta keep secrets. What she meant to say is, I know it sounds crazy, so I shouldn't have said it out loud. It's only been 3 days. I knew Mark having to reel Lindsay in all the time was gonna start to get on his nerves real quick. He says, fuck, I'm triggered, you know what I'm saying? Especially his former drug love memories. He like her pops told me to reel her in, but damn, I do it once or twice, but how many fucking times do I gotta keep doing that? She need to grow the fuck up, stop doing it. On the boat, Karen resurfaced Lindsay. She said she was triggered. I told y'all, who was I talking to? I was talking to J-Dub, and I was saying that she wasn't triggered by, she was triggered by Katina jumping in her face. That's who she actually mad at. And she like, that's why she reached out to him in the inbox to want to calm him down. Okay, but since Katina was the one that got in her face, why you didn't want to talk to her? Okay, but anyway, she said Katina is the one who triggered her. She said it in the after party too. But she's like, I'm so triggered. First she said because reminded her from someone from her past that would turn up when he was drinking. That's what she said on the boat. In the after party, she said, no, Katina was the one who triggered her by getting in her face. See how her stories changed? But anyway, she need to remind herself that this wasn't the time. That was long gone. So Katina laid back like, oh, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. So you saying it was O's fault that you acted the way that you did. Girl, you triggered yourself. Okay? She told Katina, you need to just calm down. She wasn't even amped. But I bet she can get there. I bet she could. Katina was looking off in the distance like, ooh, y'all just see that dolphin? Not Katina, Jasmine. She was trying to stay out of it. Y'all see that? I see that dolphin over there. Ain't that pretty? Look at the sunset. Look at the sunset. Katina say me and O talked. He asked me not to say anything, but I just cannot sit here and listen to her tell these lies, right? She walked away for a moment and came back like, look here, because you are drunk, don't deflect your past traumas onto my husband. Get therapy instead of making your problem his. Something he did to you. You too fucking old for that. You know what I'm saying? You keep poking the bear over and over again, and then you want to play victim when that bear snatch your fucking head off. Lindsay be like, that's rude to say. I don't care if it's rude to say. You fucking rude. Lindsay like, I'm trying to come out of my shell. She said, I don't care about your shell. I don't care about it, right? I said my piece. I'm done with this conversation. Continue out. So Lindsay's response is that everybody thinks that their shit don't stink. The fuck does that have to do with the price of tea in China? How does that apply to your behavior? That she not thinking her shit don't stink? How does that have anything to do with the situation at hand, Lindsay? Anyway, Jasmina, she's such a level-headed person. Like, Lindsay's still going on and on and on, and she don't understand. I was triggered. I needed a moment. And Jasmina said, it's not about your damn moment or that you was triggered. It's about the fact that you caused the situation which started your trauma to be triggered, okay? Your actions, no one else. You could have stopped, but you didn't. You're not a bad person. Well, apparently I am more playing the victim, okay? Jasmina should say, you damn right you are. You right, girl. You bad. End of story. You just shut the fuck up. No, she probably would have been crying again. I can't stand the gaslighting bullshit, trying to make me feel bad because of your shit. It gets on my nerves. Boo hoo hoo. Boo hoo hoo. Katina has upset her by the way she talked to her. Tears, right? She discounted my past experience and is judging me. You did that to yourself, girl, okay? Sitting up there telling them bald-faced ass lies that he triggered you. And then in the after party, it wasn't him, it was Katina. Or whatever. Now she crying and walk about it. And he like, just let it go. Damn, I'm trying to enjoy my honeymoon. And you just out here trying to prove a point for what? At the end of the day, if the house is on fire, don't keep throwing gasoline on it. Especially when you struck the match in the first place to start the fucking fire. God. Now you want to get mad at the wind because the fire's spreading. Shut the hell up. And so, they started playing Never Have I Ever. I don't think I've ever played that game. But when I was playing along with them, I still had a lot of fingers up. I've cheated. I've been arrested. I didn't mess around with family members knowingly. I did mess around with cousins, but I didn't know it until after the fact. But anyway, said that he messed around with a mama and a daughter. The mama wanted to smash, so he got with her. And then the daughter wanted to smash later, so he was like, okay, fine, I'll show you what your mama did with me. And it's a proud moment for him. Everybody's sitting around there like, what this motherfucker just say? You know, his trash ass. Katina trying to help him out like, that's the old. No, girl, that's him right now. That's him right now. If that was the old, he wouldn't be sitting here proud in the moment and saying how much of a beautiful experience it was. What was beautiful about it? They knew. He knew that they was related. He didn't care. He just sees the sheer beauty in having to sleep with the mama and then the daughter. This motherfucker ain't got no morals. None. Started with them dirty ass draws. We should have known right then. Everybody, like I say, is gobsmacked. And then he comes, asks the question about threesomes. If your spouse asks you to jump in, you damn right I'm gonna jump in. All the men like, dude, I don't care if you think that way. That's the wrong shit to say, right? I'm trying to stay married to my wife. What the fuck is you on? My answer to threesomes is hell no. And why would you think that we need to talk about that? Why do you think we need to consider that? We just got married. You talking about inviting threesomes? Katina like, no. At all. So Steve is like, so it's off the table, right? And said, I guess it is, since she don't want to do it. Katina like, what you mean you guess? He like, well, if you offer it up, I'm not going to deny it. Child. Look at her. Steve and Noe talk about the love thing. She really upset that he not in love with her too. And he like, girl, we don't know each other. Just like I see it. I can see us getting there, but I have to be invested in myself enough to know I don't have all the pieces to the puzzle to justify those feelings. Then they spoke on the cheating. Let me tell you, I felt I was justified when I cheated before. I'm gonna tell you right now. I convinced myself I was leaving my husband. And I wasn't going nowhere yet. I really wasn't. It was a whole big thing that happened that made us actually leave him. But I wasn't going to leave him over the cheating thing. But anyway, it took me a while to get into the dude's advances, especially when he would like back off. And I was like, I'm married. No, he would back off. And then stick around trying to be the friend. And I needed a friend. I wanted a friend. I was the only woman on this whole base. I was in the military. I was the only woman on the whole base. Everybody else got 1,600 people. I was the only one female out of 1,600 people. And I don't know. One night we was in the laundry room. He leaned in against me, and then I didn't stop him. And then the wash machine wasn't the only thing that was shaking. I'm just saying. And then I felt guilty. I really felt guilty. And then I found out my husband was cheating with a 17-year-old. It had been our entire marriage. We were only like 19 at the time. My husband was 22, I was 19. But the girl he was messing around with was 17. It had been the whole time, even before we got married. And so I didn't feel no guilt anymore. So I still justified it in my own damn mind, but I was dead ass wrong. Right? And then like another dude that I cheated on. That's another dude. Then he cheated on me, the guy, because I ended up in a relationship with the guy that I cheated with after me and my husband got separated. And then he ended up cheating on me with one of my mama's friends. Baby, I be telling y'all too much of my life. I tell y'all too much of my life. Anyway, I'm like Steve. I don't see it as a red flag that you cheated once. More than once becomes a habit because it shows that you haven't grown from it. So, yeah, I agree with that. I didn't grow from it. Actually, when I cheated with my husband, was that the last person I cheated on? No, I cheated again one more time. Oh my God, I was going through. Oh. I remember I had whole conversations. That was premeditated cheating. I had whole conversations about whether I was going to do it or not. Yeah, I remember that one. I ain't did no more though. That's it. I ain't cheated, and I haven't did it no more. Anywho, so Jasmina, she was looking all cute as ever. Said her and Mike were gonna have a little breakfast together, and then he told her she cut him off while they were speaking, and he didn't like that. Then they rolled the clip, and I was like, she didn't cut him off. He had actually stopped talking, and she addressed her thoughts on the question that had been asked. But Michael thinks that she owes him an apology. I was like, for what, bro? You making a mountain out of a molehill. I know you not being petty like this. Are you, Michael? Is that what you're doing? And on the beach, telling the fellas that he intentionally upset Katina in the gym to see how she was going to respond. That's childish as fuck to me, too. I was like, Michael, this is not what you're trying to do. You're not trying to upset Jasmine like O did you? Because you're wrong, right? You're going to end up with your feelings hurt. But she was like, I don't like his tone. He was talking to me all rude. He was talking to me loud and aggressive, and I'm ticked off, okay? She not apologizing, and if it's based on that clip, I wouldn't either. Sorry you feel that way, but right now, I need some space. I don't even want to be in the same room as him. I don't tolerate that level of disrespect. And speaking of disrespect, Alyssa Karen came back out too. She planned a snorkeling scuba diving thing with Chris planned it and thought it would be a good bonding activity where they could spend together. And she turned it down. She threw shade at his body while he was out there, while she out here shaped like a fucking letter B with legs. She all 80 pounds and got 2 sticks at the bottom and got the nerve to say something about his body. Nothing was wrong with Chris's body, not a damn thing. I prefer a little bit more muscle tone, but still, wasn't nothing wrong with Chris's damn body. I'm glad he did go by himself anyway, you know what I'm saying? And she called her mama evidently and tried to play victim, and mama told her to stop being a damn brat and just just go ahead and do the damn event. So now she crying. I don't want to swim next to him. I don't know why I gotta swim next to him. I don't like him. I don't want to be around him. I don't want to be in the same ocean as him. I don't want to swim. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? And Chris is done now with his activity, so he walking her way. Tell him I don't want to talk to you right. Don't come over here right now. Don't come on. I don't even like him. I don't like him. This is a psychotic bitch. Ooh. How much more I got? I got a lot more to go. So just me and Michael, they trying to have a nice dinner, hash things out. He asked her what she expected of him as a husband. She said to speak with me in some damn respect, Then they got on an apology. Look, I don't feel like I did anything wrong to you or agree with your version of the events, so I'm not apologizing for that. I can only apologize for the way it said it made you feel. That's it. The fact that she keeps explaining why she's not apologizing and that she didn't believe that she did anything wrong and he not hearing it, he's choosing violence right now, you know what I'm saying? He like, I was there. I know what happened. Fuck, she was there too, right? So Michael like, okay, so we just gonna agree to disagree. Just meaning like, no, we not. That's a cop-out move. What you're saying is coming to an understanding is not worth getting to, so let's just say fuck it. Basically, bro, that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. I feel like I deserve an apology because I think that you cut me off while I was speaking. But I understand you don't feel you wronged me in any way, which would not warrant an apology. That's what you should be saying. But he's sitting there saying, nope, I'm right and you wrong. I'm right and you wrong. He offered her resolution eventually. He's like, you know what, the next time it's happening, I'll make sure I speak on it right when it happens so we can address it then. And but I understand why you're not apologizing. I was like, thank you, Michael, thank you. And then she apologized too for some things that she had said or did. And I was like, look at my couple here with this conflict resolution. Go ahead. Yay, y'all. Don't do this shit no more. Don't do this shit no more, right? Well, Lindsay and Mark, they having a little dinner too. He kind of finally at his wit's end. He addresses how she responds to conflict to a point it has gotten in the way of their personal growth. He's like, you're always on 10 and I'm getting overwhelmed. I need to slow down. I know you're trying to be down for me and everything, but I need for us to get to know each other more before we start taking on each other's issues. And Lindsay's like, I'm not following you. Now remember, she already in love. Remember, they already consummated the marriage. So she's confused as hell. She ready to have his babies. Start a retirement fund. And he like, I'm still trying to learn your middle name. I know we screwed, but shit, sex is sex. You know, Lindsay, she's like, okay, you want me to pull back? I'm gonna pull all the way the fuck back then. You know what I'm saying? There's no in between for me. Either I'm all in or I'm not. Okay? So he like, so you can't just bring it down a notch? Nothing like that? She said, how would bring it down a notch? We've already had sex. What you mean bring it down? Okay? That's why so many times on this show, a lot of people are saying, I want to get to know the person first. I want to be emotionally invested before I have sex. And they went ahead and did the do. Why? Probably because they were drunk. At least she was. And I'm telling you, she initiated. You can't make me believe that she didn't. But anyway, she's like, I don't need to go slow. We're not going to go slow. If we going slow, you need to start calling me, asking me to go on dates again. I understand what she's feeling. I understand you think that you all in. Y'all done start having sex. And he said, you know what, let's go back to being friends. That hurt your motherfucking feelings. I know it will. You know, but that was a fucked up time to bring it up more on y'all romantic dinner. Anyway, he like, look here, I needed to point it out. I needed to say something. Because there's things I'm noticing that's bothering me. And yes, I needed to let her know. So she's fine. Let's go back. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay? So, he trying to get him some ass too. He got the room covered in flowers, planning a little romantic evening between them. He dropped the tears as he, Katina said she feels like she falling in love too. Ain't nobody ever treated her like this. I was like, is Jasmine the only one that got some common sense and not falling in love? Jasmine and Steve, y'all, they the only two. They only two that want a more emotional connection before they start confessing love to one another. Have y'all lacked this much in y'all prior relationships that y'all think these small gestures is love? Oh, goodness gracious. I think she gave him some. I think she did, even though in her after party she said she didn't. I think she bald face lie. I think she gave him some. Anyway. The two main people who were not giving it up so soon, I think they gave it up already. That's it, y'all. That's all I got for Married at First Sight. It might have been more. Y'all know this episode, this recap long enough, and I got power to watch. I will talk to y'all again in another video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace.